I was gonna ask, how do you guys feel about cruises? Have you guys been on a cruise?
Oh,
I want to
no,
go
never.
so
I want to
bad.
do it. I
Yeah,
want to do it.
I would love to. Yeah, same.
I'm so scared that Slater would get claustrophobic on
Oh, yeah.
a boat like that,
100%.
but I'd also want to see it.
I think so, dude.
Hey, you know what? The alcohol flows like wine, so I will be fine.
That's true. That's true.
Hello and welcome to the Dying Carcasses episode 9. My name is Alec.
I'm Alec.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Jacob.
Perfect. How you guys doing today?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm good.
Son of a bitch. Give me something to work with. My God.
I mean, do you want to hear about just life?
Yeah!
No.
Tell me about you!
Oh, okay. I fed my cat and my dog today. I played a video game this morning. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I drank some water.
Sounds like a typical Slater morning. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, this morning I got home at midnight, and then I worked on sound cues and soundscapes until around 4 a.m. And then I went to bed, and then I got woken up by a cat that I love. And now I'm here.
We were just talking about cats.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
this
it.
musical?
No, I
No,
got a cat.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Yesterday was cool. Went to Berkeley to watch Mick
Oh.
do a speech.
Oh, that's right.
For his business or the company he works for, Caribou, and he taught everybody in the class just about the bioengineering that they do. And it was amazing. Like, I really didn't expect to understand most of it, but he really explained it very well. And he did a great job. And it was really cool to see his teacher, who was like, he was just geeking over him. He was like taking pictures the whole time and like
That's
super
awesome.
proud of him. And he might do more speeches for the company. The CEO and the CFO was there. Like, he was nervous, but he killed it.
That's
That's
so cool.
Hard shout out to Mick. I mean, he's probably
Yeah.
going to save all of our lives someday.
Seriously, dude.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've been sick recently, and so that sucked. But yeah, not too bad. Not too
Glad you're
bad.
feeling better.
Yeah, me too. All right, what's good? What's everyone been watching, listening to this past week? Anybody want to start?
I guess I'll start because mine's really niche. I've been working on this play called The Pact that is opening tonight. Woohoo!
Nice.
And I had to write a little director's note, so ended up doing a bunch of research on this quote that was in the that started the script, and I just found the quote to be so hysterical. So let me tell you this quote. The quote is utter nonsense is the only appropriate response to the fact that human existence is totally meaningless. And the quote is attributed to a guy named Douglas Gordon Berg. And the cool thing about him is he actually doesn't exist.
It's like DC Barker. He's one of those like meme people. Yeah.
Yeah. But this quote has been around because the play was written in the 70s. So this quote has just been from this non-existent person since then.
I love that.
So I don't know. I was trying to do a whole bunch of research, and it's like, yeah, this dude. And part of the funniness of the quote is that it's all pointing to the fact that this is dumb. And I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, and I'm doing a play that's like based off of this quote. So I'm like, okay, like let's just have some silly fun with this. And that's what we're doing.
So I have to ask, with this non-existent Berg person, have people like have people like built a world around him? Like, have people attributed other things to him, or is it just this quote?
As far as I can tell, it's just this quote.
Okay, I think we should get together and start writing plays in his name and like backdating them, or like essays and stuff like. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would be super fun. I mean, and if I'm wrong, if this man is known, please correct me because I would love to know that the research that I did was also for nothing, which is, I guess, the whole point of the quote. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on since I've been doing that every day this week.
Nice.
Dude. And congrats on being an uncle, bro.
Yeah, Crunkle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That also happened this week.
Yeah. I realized too, you
Exciting
guys
stuff.
share the same birthday month too. I was like, that's so
Yeah.
dope. That's
He
crazy.
was actually his due date was my birthday at a certain point,
I think I
so
remember
I
you
was
telling me
excited
that,
to
yeah.
have a birthday buddy. But this is better. He was actually
Yeah.
born on one of my oldest friends' birthdays too, and that friend's dad also shares the same birthday with his son, so they're all birthday buddies. Congratulations, baby!
Good job, baby.
Welcome to this.
Good job, baby.
Welcome to this.
Yeah. Good luck.
Have fun with taxes, sucker.
Slater, what's good?
Yeah, a lot of things, man. It's a beautiful sunny day. I look outside and I see mountains and trees. Lately, I have been listening to records, just going through my record collection.
Nice.
I think the last one I listened to was Teaser and the Fire Cat by Cat Stevens. Shout out to Claire and Liz because they introduced me to that record. But yeah, no, it's just been fun just going through my old records and some of my newer ones and just listening to them, and reminds me that I prefer an album over singles all day. So it's fun. It's very fun.
Nice. Jared, what's good?
Yeah. Just I don't know. Everything's good. I haven't really watched anything or listened to anything.
Mm-hmm.
But did I tell you guys I'm gonna be in Romeo and Juliet up here
No.
for the same theater company I did Othello? So
Okay,
I'll
nice.
be Benvolio.
Nice.
Benjamin
Bungholio.
Holyoke.
Benvolio. And then I just got offered to be in this. It's not a musical or play. It's called Songs of the New World or of a
Songs
New
for
World.
the New World. Songs for a New World.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
What is
So,
that?
I've heard of it.
It's
Alex
like
heard of it, but what is
a
it?
show, but just songs.
Yeah, my understanding of it is it's basically just like a collection of songs. Like I don't know if there's even like a through line story or anything, Jacob.
So the term is called a song cycle.
Thank you.
And and each song is its standalone story, and that's it.
So it's like a bunch of one acts, and they're all 3 minutes long.
Correct.
Yep.
Well, that's cool, dude. I love that show. I got to do that
Yeah.
one in college. So, do you know which man you're doing?
They want me to do the King of the New World, King of the World,
Oh shit! Yeah, that makes
King of the
sense.
But which guy are you playing?
the
black
one.
Got it.
Yeah. It's really helpful, being the only black man in Monterey. So they just be like, hey, there's that black guy.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
That's a hard song, bro. I would suggest
Yeah,
not
I'm
listening to the
scared.
new version of it because it will make you cry. In a really in a like I could never do this kind of way.
Oof.
But the old version is great.
yeah, could
Jacob's
you send
trying to
that
say
me?
you don't have
'Cause
the
that would
chops,
be
bro.
super. I don't. I'm very
No,
worried.
The dude, I can't remember who. I think it's Michael Kilgore is like a countertenor, and he sings it like way the hell up there.
What's
I
a
can't.
counter? I know what a tenor is. I don't know what a countertenor is.
It's like a countertenor, I believe, is a tenor who can sing soprano. Is kind
Oh.
of the idea.
Mm.
So soprano. No, I got
But
it.
you're a man, so it's a countertenor.
Samano? No, there's no way.
And
to
I
do
mean,
it.
that's
Jake-
actually not even the correct terms. Those are all layman's terms for something that I don't even know how to say.
Hey
Nice.
Jacob, is that the show where it's the song "Belong," where it's like 4 different people singing, or is that a different show?
No, that's Edges, which is also a
Edges.
song cycle.
Okay, yeah, okay. No, that's why it was in my brain. There
Mhm.
there
Why do
was
you
a
guys know so
there was a
much
connection
about
there.
theater.
Why? It's
Most
like
of
I got a
that
whole
stuff,
degree in it.
yeah, he got a whole degree in it. Me, I mean, when I first started doing theater, like that's where I heard about all these shows. Like when I was in high school, from a couple different friends that I knew, and so
Well, in those shows specifically too, like we're all contemporary with the time we were doing theater, except for
true.
Songs for a New World. That show came out in the year 2000. But
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I also haven't really been watching that much recently, but I did put on Mary Poppins for Sienna the other day, and she really enjoyed that. Um, it's actually a movie like I grew up, and there's like videos of me like around her age dancing to like Step in Time, and like my dad has like a video and I'm like recreating the movements. I would do this too with like Aladdin back in the day with
Hmm.
like Never Had a Friend Like Me. Like I would just repeat the movements, that kind of thing. It was really fun and it's really cute. And my favorite part about Sienna's age right now, especially because I was around the same age at the same time, whenever there's a song that she's really into, she will like offer out her hand and pull me up off the couch and want to dance with me, which is like
It's
the
adorable.
most heartwarming thing ever for me. And like, and the song that she did it to was Step in Time, so that was really cool. And Val took like a video of it, and we weren't like dancing crazy or anything. It was more so half the time she just wants me to like carry her and like bounce her and have fun, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's that was just a really cool moment that I had this past week that I was really heartwarming. And so, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nostalgic and adorable and perfect, and I don't know. That sounds awesome, man. That's cool.
you're
I'm
making
sorry
Slater's
to that.
baby fever worse.
Yeah, bro. I've got baby
Oh.
fever like a 35-year-old woman.
Your eggs are drying
Oh,
up, Slater.
Alec.
You better get on it.
My eggs are drying up, bro. My biological clock is ticking.
Alec, I did want to tell you though. I did start watching Wonder Man, and you're right. It's pretty good, man. I really like it. I stopped
Yeah.
on the episode 4, the black and white one. I was like,
Oh,
dude, that one got me. That one,
yeah.
yeah, solid episode.
But yeah, I remember when I described it, it was like I can see this movie not being very popular among Marvel fans, but it's definitely a movie for actors, or sorry, show, I guess. It's a show for actors, and yeah,
Hmm.
it's like that feeling, like it just continues, and yeah, it's not perfect by any means, but yeah, it definitely like when you have that connection to it, it means so much more, you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
totally.
and if Marvel people don't like it, I probably will.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick little ad break, and then when we come back, we'll get into our main topic for the day.
Vodka in a plastic jug. You're broke. Your girlfriend or boyfriend or they them friend just left you. Your pee is too small. Your clitoris is too big. You're getting fat. Your boss secretly hates you. Your mother hates you out loud. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. No friends, no loved ones, nothing good going for you. You're insecure. When you're down and out and there's no one you can turn to, you'll always find a friend and vodka in a plastic jug. Doesn't matter the brand, doesn't matter how many times it's been filtered. It's vodka in a plastic jug, and it serves one single solitary purpose to get you out of the dumps and into the gutter where, if you're being honest with yourself, you belong anyway. Vodka in a plastic jug can get you there. It's what you deserve. Life hurts too much, doesn't it? You weren't cut out for this. It's a global shame that you were the sperm that won. Vodka in a plastic jug. I get you.
That was brutal, dude. Shit.
That's great.
Solitaire. It's like a card game, but lonely and not fun. You ought to check it out. You stack cards or something like that. It doesn't really matter what you do because you're playing alone. Like imagine poker, but if you didn't have anyone to play with. Solitaire. That's solitaire. You can just stack the cards or flip them around. It doesn't really matter what you do when you play solitaire because no one is looking. Put them on your head, put them in your pants, kill a man, put them on the floor, put them on a shelf. It's solitaire. There's no rules and no one is watching. So what will you do? Who are you when you're alone? Or are you never alone? Is the impression that you have of yourself as a social being part of what never allows you to be alone? Well, studies show that people who live in isolation have lower IQs and generally tend to be problems. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything, does it? Because the logic of defining an individual as a problem is a social logic and IQ based on standardization of models not models, of modes of intelligence and also related to socialization. Science itself is fundamentally a social science. What is studied, how it is studied, why it is studied, and all are determined by social institutions. Play solitaire, play alone. The Leibniz experiment, I can't remember the name of it, and we'll stop not writing to look up, suggests that our brains and meat make decisions before we have the opportunity to mediate the options, which suggests that consciousness is an illusion of itself, or rather a mirror looking at a mirror. You don't make decisions, you justify them. So who are you? Play solitaire. See who you really are. You will be surprised. When you boil it down, you don't know who you are. You are at least 1 degree separated from yourself. Who are you? Solitaire. What a fun game. Solitaire. So fun.
All right, and welcome back. So for our main topic today, I kind of want to talk about like travel, vacations, different things like that. Uh, we obviously connected really well. Going on our Big Bear trips and stuff like that. And me, like I personally haven't traveled like very much outside of the U.S. at all. I don't know if you guys have, but like how often do you guys try and travel? Like a year, how many times do you say you like go somewhere on a vacation outside of like your home city or something like that?
Um, I used to travel a lot more, than I would, but it would just be like going up and down, the coast, California.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we did drive to Denver one time,
Mm,
and before that too, I traveled to Cuba and I've been to Jamaica. Those are the only places I've been like
damn.
outside of the U.S.
When
Yeah,
did you go
Cuba was
there?
really cool. Cuba was probably back in like 2014. It was like when
And
it
Okay.
just opened up.
you were late
Uh,
to your flight.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
was.
I
I
dropped
was.
you off,
That was
and I
Jamaica. That was
oh,
Jamaica. I
oh,
was
that was
late.
Jamaica.
oh,
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Because I had to be there, 3 hours before instead of two because it's
You got to do all
international.
this.
So yeah, so that sucked. Made it though. We made it. Jamaica was beautiful. Best like the food is insanely good, man.
mm,
Um, and yeah, I haven't really traveled much except our Big Bear stuff.
yeah.
Um, yeah, don't do it enough for sure. And
Well,
we went
except
to
when you went
Hawaii,
to
but
well, didn't you just go to like
oh,
Cedar Rapids, right?
Texas.
Cedar
Shut up!
Rapids.
Shut up!
Stupid,
Are you
stupid,
serious?
stupid.
That's serious, right? Okay, I
No.
see you now. I'm not. I'm not talking to you anymore. Just
Stupid.
chilling in Cedar Rapids. But I did go to Texas for the first time, but that was for a shoot.
Where'd
That's
you go?
right.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Texas.
Well, yeah. Was that the
Yeah,
one that just came
Austin.
out, right? Your commercial that just came out.
No, no, that one I did in SF, but
Okay.
the other one hasn't come out. It was for some pharmaceutical Alzheimer's
Hmm.
thing. I'm a
Gotcha.
barista
Oh
playing a
yeah.
barista disguised as a barista.
Stupid.
They want you to play what you know.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, I could do that.
Typecasting at its finest. What about you guys, Jacob Slater?
Yeah, I've traveled a little. I've traveled more before the past couple years for sure. Um, but love the California coast. Been up and down it. Um, I also am a big fan of. I think London. The When I went to London, that was really transformative for me, mostly as an artist. Getting to go across the pond and go see where Shakespeare did his thing originally,
Mm,
and the area that was in. I think I just kind of really connected with it. At the time, I was also in college and a young theater student, so um, I just had a very visceral reaction to it, and it kind of shaped how I started to see theater not only as a tool for talking to people about life, but also as a way of interacting with the world around me, rather than it just being something that was commercial.
Hmm.
Um, So that was a fun moment.
Great.
How so I can see that being pretty darn special. How has it affected, how did that experience shape how you utilize theater as a way of interacting with the world around you?
So I think it just forced me to kind of come to terms with the idea that theater was something that allowed me to access other people's lives a lot easier than it
Mm.
had been living in the bubble that I had been living in. And so being able to really dive into story is kind of where it started, because I'd been doing mostly musicals up until that point.
Hmm.
And it really changed my perspective on the history of theater and how plays really interact with the world. And that's when I really started diving really deep into plays after that, because I find plays just to be more of a human element than
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
musicals.
yes,
I
absolutely.
yes,
agree
I mean,
with
I've
you.
been
I agree with
I've
yes.
been
you.
wanting to do more plays myself, and so because in my time I've only done like a small handful of plays. I've done more musicals when I
Mm,
performed, and I'd love to be able to get in and do more plays personally.
I mean, there are great musicals, don't get me wrong, but I'm
Of
just
course.
so much more of the I love the human element.
Hmm.
yeah.
And I think musicals tend to be more so, not all musicals, but musicals tend to be for people who are really looking for a distraction
Mm.
from something, whereas plays are really some for people who
Yep.
are really looking to sometimes go within themselves and ask themselves questions, but really for people who like to have conversation.
The plays are kind of like more of a commentary on the world, where like musicals are more of an escape from the world.
They can be, yeah. I mean, again, tomato tomato. They can both do both,
Of
but
course.
um plays lend itself more to, especially the spoken word. It just lends itself more towards having conversation.
I like that as well because it seems like, I mean, I don't know if theater is declining or in like viewership, like plays specifically, but it feels like, at least in the communities that I run in, that more people seem to be more interested in regular plays than than other forms of entertainment. So it kind of feels like sort of like a neo literary scene that's happening in theater, which makes sense. They're awkward cousins to each other. But that's really cool. That's cool to hear because because I think the idea of the straight play being almost a replacement for the literary scene, because I think the literary scene is disappearing. But being a replacement for it is cool because you can do effectively the same things in each. That's it's neat. It's
All that to say, London was great.
neat.
And I love Hawaii. Hawaii has been one of my favorite places to
Mm.
go. I mean, the tropicalness of it is fun, but um, just the vibes of the people and hanging out on the island. I've only done a couple islands, to be fair. I haven't done the whole thing. I've done Kauai and I've done Oahu, and I think Maui for a bit as well. But yeah, great
That's
times.
what I did. I think I did Oahu with Annika, where her family's at. And she was right. I really never was very interested in going to Hawaii. I think just because after Jamaica, I was like, another island. But yeah, I get it now. I get it now. And that water, man, it's unreal. It's unreal.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the people, and the it's not like slowed down, but yeah, everyone's very kind and real. Um, I really enjoyed that. But and oh yeah, when me and Slater went to Alaska too. Can't forget
That's
about
right.
that.
You, yeah, you almost threw a baby out of the window on the plane.
What?
It was a good trip.
I don't.
It
I
was,
don't
He
know
wouldn't
that
shut up,
story.
and
What
I was
happened?
hungover. Yeah, I
he,
was lit.
he was so like. Do I have permission to tell this story, Jared? Like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay.
totally.
So we were toasted the whole time. We landed in Anchorage, and we were like, "All right, Alaska," but it was Anchorage, and we didn't know that Anchorage was Anchorage. It was basically just downtown LA, with
In the
three
snow.
people. Yeah. um, we accidentally stumbled upon the Iditarod, which was really
Hmm.
cool because they were doing that through the street. That was really
That
neat. But
was one of the highlights.
we the whole time though there was like nothing to do and we didn't have enough money to like leave Anchorage. So we were basically just buying booze and just and going for it.
Which
And then on
they did not
Alaska,
sell on Sunday too.
which was crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
like
was
Midwest states, same thing. Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Um,
Yeah.
That was our first experience with that. That was awful. We were like, all right,
So
it's Sunday morning, time to go to the liquor store. And we were like Ubering everywhere to try to find a liquor store. And then we would just walk 20 miles for
Mhm.
anything. And yeah, I don't remember. I think we ended up getting something at some point, because I think there was one liquor store that was like
Yeah, I
okay
think
with
it
it.
just stopped early or something like that, but we got there in time. It was
Alcohol
something
sales
weird.
must spike
We
on
hung out.
Saturdays in Alaska and places like
Yeah,
that.
bro. Stock up. Mhm.
Um,
And
so
we got toasted, and Jared. Well, I'm not done with the story. Jared, this was the part we were leading up to. Jared got so twisted. Um, we were going to the airport and walking around, and Jared was so twisted. We were sitting down at one point eating McDonald's because we just needed some food in us, and he said, "Did it leave yet?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he was like, "The bus." Like, he was mad. He was like, "Obviously the bus." And I was like, "Bro, I was like, bro, there's no bus. There's no bus. We're at the airport." And he was very like, okay. Like, and he was just like walking around random places. I had to keep collecting him. But on the
He's a runner. He's a
airplane-
track star.
but on the plane, on the actual plane itself, it was this crappy little puddle jumper. There's it was
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like a Spirit Airlines. Like, it was just like
Mhm.
strap a lawn chair to a tin can and launch it off with a trebuchet. And there's this baby that was just would literally, and we were taking a red eye, so this was like 3 a.m. And this baby just would not shut up, and everybody on the plane was mad. But Jared at one point out loud wakes up from his drunken stupor and goes, "Somebody open a window and throw that thing out." Out loud for all to hear. A very, very fond memory of that.
I don't think I would have made it home if Slater was not there.
Damn.
I don't know what happened. Oh, also we slept through the Northern Lights. That was
Oh, we did. We slept through the Northern
Aw.
Lights too.
yeah.
Damn.
That it hurt,
sucks.
man, because we checked into the hotel the night before, right? And we're like talking to this lady, whatever. Next morning we get up and she's like, "Did you guys see it?" We're like, "What?" She's like, "The Northern Lights. Did you guys see it?" I'm like, "Why didn't you tell us when we checked in, like, to be looking out for that?" Like, what do you mean? No, we didn't see it. We were eating Domino's, bro. Like,
Cheesy bites.
cheesy bites.
Cheesy bites.
Slater, I had a
pissed off.
question. You were talking about downtown Anchorage, the Iditarod? What was that?
That's
The
the
dog
the
sled
cool
race.
dog races. Yeah.
Oh,
Dog sled
okay. I didn't know
races.
that's what it was
It goes
called.
through-
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But like,
Mhm.
it was also, we went in the middle of February too, so it was cold.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cold,
It was-
and we
it
were
was really
underdressed.
cool.
It was funny.
Very much so.
Oh, and there was a random car show with like 4 cars too. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And we hung out at the mall. We went to the Anchorage Mall.
We went to the- Oh, that's right. We went to the
Yeah.
mall, and we went
Yeah.
to the Zoomies or whatever, and there was that one dude that was there, or I don't remember. There was somebody there who was cool.
Yeah, we made friends with them. Yeah. Still follow them on Instagram too.
Really?
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Slater, is Alaska, is that the farthest you've traveled?
No. I've lived in 3 states now. I think the farthest that I've lived or traveled would probably be Massachusetts. I think no, that's not true. I went to Montreal once.
Oh,
And Montreal's
okay.
just a city. It's just a city. It's not exciting. I don't recommend it. And also, French Canadians are so angry. If we have a French Canadian audience, I'm so sorry. You, you guys are so angry all the time, and I don't know why.
That's the only place like out of the country you've gone though.
Yeah. I've never been to Mexico. For work, I have to go to London, but that's gonna be
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice. Which is funny because like 2 weeks prior, I'll be traveling for work to Michigan, I think. So it's gonna be weird.
Dang.
But yeah, I've been to, I think, not all of the states. I've never been to Idaho, and I've never been to Montana. Oh, and I've never been to Louisiana. but I think I've been to all the other ones. Oh, and
I've been to all
I've never
those
been to
three.
Hawaii. And you've been to
You can
Hawaii.
find us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I've
yeah.
been to Hawaii.
Jacob, you and I, we make one person who's visited all the states.
I don't think I've been to either of the Dakotas, but that
We
might
drove
be it.
through, Slater and I. We drove through
Yeah.
Everything.
North Dakota, I think.
The farthest I've traveled is probably, I mean, yeah, if the East Coast. Like I've gone to Florida, New York, Massachusetts, places like that. The only out of the country I've gone is Mexico, and that was when I was in high school for like a missions trip where we were like building houses down
Mm,
there. And like so I've never gone out of the country for, vacation or anything like that. But yeah, I've also gone to Hawaii, but that was just once when I was like in 6th grade. I've never been back, and it was on Oahu. Yeah, I mean, other than like the usual places that I travel, like, Big Bear, or like I go up to the Bay Area. I've gone up to the Bay Area a couple times. Like Minnesota, Wisconsin. Like my mom lives in Wisconsin. I got family in Minnesota. Other than those regular places, most of the places that I've traveled, I've only gone to like once. And so I mean, a
mm.
lot of that is like a product of having kids. It's really hard to travel with kids, and it really limits the amount that you could travel. But I mean, there are still things that I'd like to do. Like especially Val and I, we'd love to be able to like just go on trips on our own for like a week at a time. But the kids are still young. Especially once they get older. That'll be a little bit easier for sure.
Yeah.
What would you
Hmm.
guys say that your favorite vacation spot is? And if you don't have like a favorite vacation spot, what about your favorite like vacation environment? Like mountainous beaches, things like that.
Oh, have I got a tale for you?
Okay.
I mean, my favorite places that I've been are also places that I really want to take you guys at some
Mm.
Mm.
point. I've talked about New Orleans a few times.
Yes, you have.
New
I want to go
Orleans
so
is
bad.
it's
Yeah, me too.
such a great spot. I mean, it's different than I don't know. It feels different than everywhere else in the US that I've been. That doesn't mean there aren't places like it, but
Hmm.
I haven't been to them. Um and yeah, New Orleans is something I've been wanting to do for a while with you guys, so that would be super fun to do.
2027,
Um
baby, or 20. What year is it? 26. I don't know
2027.
what year it is.
I was like, why are we waiting a
Hey,
year, bro?
I mean, like, if I don't end up married, I'm just gonna have a bachelor party at some point, and then
Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
That would be
Let's
Let's
cool.
do it.
go.
Let's do it.
um
Yeah.
yeah, and then I do want to take you guys to Kauai. Hawaii
Mm.
Mm.
is fucking peaceful and gorgeous. It's so good there.
Yeah, we've never actually like flown on a plane all together, the four of us. Like we've driven in a car and spent hours at a
Mm-mm.
time in a car together. And, you know, knowing how we are in the car, a plane would probably
Just
be
farting.
dangerous,
Just
all four of
Yeah.
us. But yeah, dude, that would be
Oh
awesome to
no,
be
I
able to take a
fully
trip
shut
with you
down when
guys.
I'm on a plane. I'm like,
No,
No,
yeah.
Jacob,
Yeah.
I'm the same, Jacob. I'm no fun on a plane. I either fall asleep or I'll turn on a movie and just do that for
That's
8
Yeah.
perfect,
hours or
man.
whatever.
That's perfect.
I'm just
That's
the
why Jared
constant
got
state of
so
loading until I
pissed.
get to my destination.
That's why Jared got
Same.
so pissed with
Actually, I hate
like
flying.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
baby because he was like, I just want to shut down and not do anything. Somebody, what the fuck is this baby doing?
Kill it with fire.
I will say there's like a couple flights that I actually really enjoyed as flights themselves. One of them was in high school. The flight to New York was really fun just because all my high
Mm.
school buddies were there. So that was fun.
Mm.
Mm,
But this last time I went to Hawaii, I did, and thanks Grandma for this. I went first class both ways.
Ooh,
damn.
Um,
nice.
and it was being horizontal on a plane is
Yeah.
like no other thing ever. It's crazy.
I did.
And they also give you booze, and
Mhm.
you get a whole bunch of other stuff
Yeah.
too, and so you get good food. So I was a big fan of the first class, and honestly, I kind of wish I had never done it because now
No.
that's all I want to do.
Val and I have only done
feel
it.
I took one first class flight.
Yeah, same here.
Sorry, go
Like
ahead.
just once. I was just gonna say the same exact thing. Basically, like Val and I have only taken it once, and that was when we went to New York last summer to see a concert. And on the way back, one of Val's friends works for American or United or something like that, and he basically was able to give us discounted like standby tickets. And with that, we were able to on the
Mm-hmm.
flight back because the first available seats were first class flights, and we told her, "Oh yeah, it's kind of like, just like an us two, we're away from the kids, that kind of thing." She was able to upgrade us to first class for that flight back, and that was like only time I've ever done anything
No
like that, and
way.
it was crazy. And it was from New York, so it was like a good flight too. Same as like, going to
A
Hawaii
long flight.
for you,
Yeah.
Jacob. Yeah, that's where it really makes it worth it.
Yeah, that 5 hour flight is just so much better when you
Mm-hmm.
can be horizontal and chill.
Mhm. Yeah, I've only done it once too. Definitely would recommend and do again.
Shout out Delta.
Yeah, Delta. Yeah, that's the same one, dude. I love Delta. My favorite
Delta's the
airline.
best.
Yeah.
I'm JetBlue, in my opinion, is got
Is
it.
that still around?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Is that still around?
I've never
It's not
taken
like
JetBlue.
Southwest.
Southwest is definitely around.
Yeah, no,
I love Southwest.
no, they're not. It's not Trans World Airlines. It's not around.
Don't fly Frontier, whatever you do. It's worse than Spirit, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just saw that Frontier's in some hot water because they kicked a deaf person off their plane because she wasn't listening to the flight attendant.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who they hire. I think just anyone available. But every time I've taken a Frontier flight, they never have left on time. And usually by the time we're supposed to be like leaving, there's still a line of people waiting to check in, and nobody's at the gate. Like nobody's working at all. We're just all standing around for like an
That's
hour.
wild.
They hire bartenders to do all.
Yeah, that's it.
They do everything, even their pilots.
Yeah, exactly. No, terrible.
Last time Taylor and I were supposed to fly, we were flying out of Ontario to. We were supposed to be flying out of Ontario to New Mexico to go pick up my car, and the flight, like we were sitting on the tarmac for a long time, and Taylor and I were just we were flying, so we were wasted. I don't remember what airline it was, but they kept us on the tarmac for like 5 hours, and then told us, "Hey, the AC's not working, so
Oh,
we can't
God.
fly you." And I spent another 3 hours on the phone trying to get our money back. We didn't get our money back. We didn't even get.
Are you
credit.
serious?
Yeah, we didn't get
That's wild.
anything from them. I don't remember who it was.
Dude.
But
You could take him to
yeah.
court, actually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I just
That's a lot of money, bro.
That's a lot of money. You'd win some big money, bro.
So it Taylor affirmed the flight, so like we paid like $20 out of pocket. So we just got our I think we got we would be asking for $20 back or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
I don't think that's how it works, but I don't know, man. You should
Yeah.
look into it.
What you went through, you're still recovering from that.
Yeah,
you know?
I am.
Trauma.
The fact that the fact that you have to bring that up now when we're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
vacations.
Yeah, right? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, maybe you got a point. I think I will, Sue. You hear me? Whatever airline that was that I don't.
Yeah.
So Slater,
Coming
what
for
would you say your favorite vacation spot is, by the way?
Yeah, I don't have like a specific spot, but like as far as region goes, it's funny because Taylor and I are polar opposites on this. But that's because she's never ridden a dirt bike. I love the desert, so if I have the desert with some hills and some mountains and a dirt bike, I'm into it. Now the desert on its own is fine. You can go shoot. It's kind of boring. You can walk around. It's kind of boring. But if you have a dirt bike, that's a good vacation. You can do that in the mountains too. So pretty much those two. Taylor loves the beach. She's a beach queen.
Yeah. What about you, Jared?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a toss up. I don't know. I definitely love, the beaches. I'm probably, something like Hawaii, where it's just super warm. But I could also go for the mountains, something like that with snow, jacuzzi, you know what I mean? Like that kind of cabin feeling.
Snowboard.
Yeah, snowboard. I feel like I like those trips where you're either outside the whole time eating good food, doing stuff, or kind of like bundled up in the cabin, feeling a little isolated, from everything, and have to drive down to go, if you want to go to a restaurant or a city and stuff like that. Sometimes that's the two I like choosing between. I do like the desert too. I feel like kind of Joshua Tree vibes a little bit all the time.
Hell
I do
yeah.
love that too.
Yeah, yeah. For me, like I'm kind of like you and Taylor Slater. Like Val and I are. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Val maybe it's more of a toss up as well, like you, Jared. But I'm can do pretty much anything. She loves the beach travel and all that kind of stuff. Me, I'm like wholeheartedly like mountainous snow region. Like that's my favorite time.
Mm.
Um, like that's why Big Bear is holds such a special place in my heart. Like I grew up going there and everything, and just built that that nostalgia's built into me. But yeah, if I had to choose between, I guess it depends, but if I had to choose between like going to a beach trip or a mountain trip, like I would choose a mountain trip every time. Um, but also, uh, it- I had a question for you as well, Jared, and this kind of goes into like the next topic I wanted to do. One of the reasons why I love doing those mountain trips is because I'm definitely like a quote unquote relax vacationer, where Val and her
Mm.
family, they're very much, and she's a lot more like me now where she can relax for sure, but she grew up with her family being like a do everything you can, fill in the time. This is like we have something to do at every moment and it's fully planned out. Where I'm like,
Mm-mm.
personally, I can
Mm-mm.
do that. Like I got no problem like, filling in my time, but for me, vacations, traveling, that's to like, time away from the stress and whatnot. And so what are you guys like? And Jared, we could start with you. Do you lean more towards like relax or towards like a fill in my space doing everything?
No, I definitely lean more towards relaxed. I think if I am in a place where I've, never been before, yeah, I will have those
Yeah.
days, preferably, any trip I'm like a week, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, maybe first two, I'm like not even leaving the hotel, you know what I mean? I paid all this money. It's usually nice, you know what I mean? I'm gonna chill. And then yeah, we'll have days where we go out and like eat good food and whatever and probably spend the whole day out. But yeah, it's gotta be a little bit of both. I don't like when it's like, all right, we're getting up at 9 and then we're gonna go to this and this and yeah, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
because
no,
that's the other thing
no. I
too,
want
is
it
like
to be
especially
organic, you know?
yeah. Well, and especially like speaking of the food aspect, whenever we travel, we obviously, we don't like when we go to the cabin, for example, up in Big Bear, we don't just stay in the cabin the entire time. We go out, we try and do things, but we are strategic. It's not like we're going out hiking every day or anything like that. But we also, when we're choosing where to eat, we're specifically choosing places that like we can't get at home, whether it's like small family owned places or
Hmm.
things that we don't typically go to and stuff like that. And so, what about you, Jacob?
I'm definitely probably smack dab in the middle. Um, I love to explore, especially a place I've never been. I love getting to know a taste of the region without the tourism part of it. I like knowing what a place is really like. Um, and I think that my family growing up was definitely more of the we're gonna stuff it full of activities and we're gonna
Mm,
do a bunch of stuff because again we're here for a short amount of time, so like let's do everything. Whereas I feel like it's actually really important to relax in a place that you're visiting. And so I've kind of gone a little bit the other way than my
hmm.
family did when I was younger. But especially when you are young, your parents want to expose you to so much stuff
That's
that they're just
absolutely
like
fair. Yeah.
they're just like, let's throw everything at you. Because I mean, some of my favorite memories with my family are doing those kind of we're going to do everything trips. They were exhausting and oftentimes um, tenuous, but it was still really fun to do like whitewater rafting and go horseback
Mm,
riding through mountains and do kind of all of those kind of excursion things that you don't really think about doing once you get older and you're like, I've kind of experienced it already. So I mean, it's like a ton of money, and I'm not going to do that as a young adult.
Hmm.
So,
absolutely fair. I will say, like, if I'm ever going to a place that I've never been before, I, especially now, like in my 30s, like, I absolutely agree. Like, with that, if I'm going to a place for the first time, I want to be able to experience everything that I can in that way. What about you, Slater?
So I guess yeah, I'm on a weird part of the scale as well because I don't believe in an itinerary necessarily.
Hmm.
Um, but relaxation for me is a intense process. Just in that, like the things that I find relaxing are, like Jacob was saying, like the whitewater rafting or the horseback riding through the mountains or whatever. Like, um, I don't. I get really really antsy if
Mm,
I'm in one place for too long, and I've sort of like run out of things to do in that place. So that's why, like for me, that's why the desert is kind of a great place for me to vacation, or vacation, because
yeah.
again, if I've got a dirt bike, I've got a gun, I've got a bow and arrow, I've got like a bunch of different activities I can do. I can choose not to do any of them. But I can do all of them in a day if I feel so inclined, or I could do space it out, or I could do all of them every day too. So I'm an intense relaxer,
Hmm.
but um, yeah, but I don't necessarily believe in an itinerary. So if that's the
Okay.
distinction, then that's yeah, I like
Yeah, that's fair.
there.
No,
So
absolutely fair. Is there a place, Slater, that you have never been to that's kind of like on your bucket list of places you want to travel to?
that I've never been to.
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, it's. I want to go to Japan and Ireland. Those are two. I
Hmm.
really, really, really want to go to Jamaica too. I know that I'm going to die of a heat stroke when I go, so I have to be
No,
really
dude,
careful about
no, not at all. No, no, it's
that.
just like Hawaii, man. It's not like
I'm gonna also die of a heat stroke when I go
it's
to
it,
Hawaii. So I mean, if it's over like 65, I'm sweating.
I don't know. I thought I was gonna sweat like a lot too, and it wasn't like that.
Okay.
Is Jamaica
Mm,
humid or is it more dry?
No, it's humid. It's humid like I'd say
okay.
like Hawaii, but it's so much smaller, and there's no like really tall buildings like Hawaii, or at least on Hawaii, so I don't know. It just it feels really good out there. I
Mm,
always get afraid of that because I hate going to places where I'm like, I just don't want to be sweating. It's just not fun. Um, like Palm Springs and stuff. I'm like, this is just awful
Uh,
all the time.
there, there is one thing in Palm Springs. There's like a an artificial like surf place. I really, really want to go to that.
What?
I think we should all get
That sounds
together and go
fun.
to that. It
Yeah.
looks
that'd be
it
cool.
looks like a good time.
Hey.
I've done artificial surf in I did it when I was in the Carolinas.
Oh, so
Mm.
They had
cool.
like a water park that had like a artificial like wave thing going on that was like for
Mm,
surfing specifically.
yeah.
I love
I ate
that.
that shit up. I loved it.
Dude, when every wave is the perfect wave, that's so cool. Like
Mhm.
just a I love that, man. Designer waves. That's cool.
Well, and I love the feeling because you have to like jump from the top of the thing and you have to like slide down like the curl essentially.
Oh,
Mm,
That feeling is unmatched.
oh.
damn.
Okay, we have to
That's
go.
no
We have,
doubt.
it's
That's no
it's
doubt. Let's do it.
it's in the books. We got to do it.
What about you, Jared? Is there an ideal travel spot?
Uh, why? I think I said that already. You talking about the bucket list thing?
Yeah. What'd you say?
You want to ask it again? That's
No, I already said the ideal. Or it was when I was talking about the beach or the mountains. Chilling. I don't
I
know.
think Jacob didn't answer that question
I
though.
think Jacob didn't answer. Yeah.
I did. I said I want to go to New
Was it
Orleans.
New Orleans? Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
But I thought you've
I
been
went
to New
first.
uh,
Orleans, though. You've been there, though, haven't you?
No,
Yeah.
No, I'm
And
saying
can I
you're
go again?
okay, but I'm saying, what is your ideal travel
no.
spot?
You can
What
only
is your
go.
ideal travel spot that you've never
It's like
been
a
to
zip
before?
gun.
Oh, that I've never been to?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is new. You're right. That's new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you, Jared. Go,
Sorry,
you motherfucker.
I just heard ideal travel spot and I was like, okay. Um but yeah, definitely right now it's Japan.
Mm.
For sure. And then Europe, I don't even really think there's a particular place I would choose.
All of Europe.
Yeah, kind of though. Like I'm like I want
No,
to go
yeah,
to
I get it.
Wales, I want to go to Greece, I want to go to
Well, I mean, I will
London.
say
Like I
that's the
want to
nice thing
do
about
all of
Europe is
them.
you can go
So
to
if
one
I
spot, and if you spend a week there, then you can literally travel to like a bunch of different countries in one trip.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, all of Europe is like the size of Southern California, right?
Not that quite.
Ah!
Okay,
Not
all
quite
right,
that.
okay, Texas. Let's say Texas.
Yeah.
um,
Right.
I think
Yeah.
Belfast would be really cool to see, to do like the
Belfast too.
black taxi
Mm.
tour and stuff. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thing, Jared.
No,
Just
no.
adding one to your list that we get to go to.
And weirdly too, like I mean, I definitely want to go to Ireland, for sure. But dude, I feel like Antarctica or like
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like that'd be sick.
I
Just
think
double down on Alaska.
you can't legally go to Antarctica. I don't think because of
Yeah.
the there. So if we get jobs in the sciences, then maybe we can go to Antarctica and
Cool. I'll bring
see,
Mick.
see where they filmed The Thing.
Yeah, right?
I had a friend who just did an excursion there. I think you can go with like a team of people,
Really?
but yeah,
Okay.
I think yeah, so I think it is possible, but
Let's
it's
do the
probably very
podcast there.
expensive.
The
The podcast goes to Antarctica.
Live
Talk
from
about how cold it is.
Antarctica. It's cold.
So it does say that it's not illegal to visit Antarctica, but it is heavily regulated, and so you need a lot of permits and stuff like that.
I see.
But I'm down, Jared. I'll go
Might
with
work.
you. Yeah, we'll make it work.
What about you, Jacob? Where that you've never been to before?
Have fun.
What's your ideal spot?
Have
I
fun.
also want to go to Japan. Japan's been on my list for a very long time. And again, yeah, I'll go back to Europe, all of Europe. I only got to do a little slice of it, but I'd love to go to Scotland. I'd love to go to Ireland. I'd love to go to Italy. I'd love to go to Spain. And then South America, I really want to go to Brazil. Mostly for the men. But like also because
Yeah.
I do want to go to Rio. Rio has been on my list for a while as well. Yeah, lots of places I want to go.
So if you
and
ask-
will I ever? I'll probably die first.
If you ask me, it sounds like our
No,
next
we're gonna
big
make
trip
it work.
together.
We're gonna find a damn way.
Our next big trip together looks like it's either going to be Japan or Ireland because those are like two of my top ones as well. But the only other one I would throw in there too is Italy, just because I'm a stereotype, and so I would love to be able to go to those places. And Ireland is usually like my first top spot. Italy's usually second. Japan's in there. But again, it goes back to like, going to places that are not easy to get to where we live. That honestly, to speak to what you just said, Jacob, that we maybe will only ever get to go to once in our lives. And so just to kind of make that an experience. All right, we're going to go ahead and take our last little ad break before we wind down for the day. Very tall crane. You're a man under 8 feet tall. Loser. What do you need? Giantism? But too bad. You can't just rent giantism at your local Home Depot. You know what you can rent? Very tall crane. Can't reach the tall cabinets? Lame. Unless you're a girl. What do you need? That really expensive surgery where they break your shins and heal you all warped and wonky, kind of? But that's so expensive, and you can't rent broken shins from Thailand or wherever they do the surgery. You know what you can rent? Very tall crane. Are you a monarch tired of looking at people at eye level? What do you need? Better architects? But they're so expensive, dude. Just rent very tall crane. Be tall. Very tall crane. That was an ad.
Someone told me it's all happening here. I'm talking about the zoo, of course. I hear the zebras are reactionary, which, if I'm to analyze that from an artistic perspective, zebras are black and white, which maybe implies that they have a black and white perspective, meaning they cannot comprehend moral ambiguity. That sounds reactionary to me. I do believe that. I do believe that's true. I'm wondering if Simon and Garfunkel's At the Zoo is more of a social commentary than literally being about having fun at the zoo. I don't know why giraffes are insecure, but apparently they are. Thinking about it, giraffes tend to stick their necks out, right? Like they have long necks. That seems friendly. Monkeys are honest. Why? Because they throw poop? I would liken that to something like a parliamentary system, which is entirely predicated on dishonesty. The zookeeper is fond of rum, which maybe echoes the idea that life is a joke told by an idiot. But I'm also fond of rum. So what does that imply? Why would an antelope be a missionary? What the hell would they have done other than run away from potential threats? Oh, wait, no. I kind of get it. Anyway, this zoo also has pigeons and hamsters. How fun. It's all happening here. The zoo.
Terrifying. I definitely want to do the one where you stop at places too, so that would be kind of cool.
I'm with
stop
you
at
on
different
that.
islands and shit and whatever. But
Yeah.
I would love to do a
There's-
cruise like that with you boys.
there's
Yeah,
one that
that'd be
goes
great.
to Alaska.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
can
See the
Juneau
Northern
and
Lights.
Skagway.
No,
See,
Finally.
we can sleep through them again.
What?
If there's like an Alaska Hawaii trip,
Ooh, that would be
Yeah.
sick.
I don't think they do
That would
that,
be
but
awesome.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a lot of time on open ocean.
Yeah.
I
Seriously.
love
Right.
open ocean.
I do too.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
miss
that's one of the
I miss
things that like
sailing. Sailing is
terrifies me is open ocean. I
oh really?
yeah, no, seriously, like I have a family of scuba divers, and open ocean scares the shit out of me.
What do you think that is? What's that fear? Do you think?
The fear of the unknown, I think, is the best way that I could like
Okay.
perceptualize it. And like for me, it's also just knowing that you're like above water and literally anything could be below you. I think the first time I experienced that fear was when I was in Hawaii and we did the tour of the sunken ship at Pearl Harbor that I can't remember the name of it, but that where you're like literally above the
The
sunken
Arizona,
ship.
the USS
Yeah,
Arizona.
yeah. And like
Ooh.
I don't know what it was. Yeah, it was just like having something below you that I don't know. It was a fear of like it can come up at any time or some shit like that. Like I don't know. One of those like pointless fears that doesn't make
There's a
any
name
sense.
for that, isn't there?
There is. Yeah, I can't think of it. That's what I was trying to remember.
It's not pointless. It's
No,
definitely not pointless.
It makes sense, man. There's a evolutionary reason for you being afraid, for anybody being afraid of anything. There's reason for that. But I
It's
was
like a
just
fear of
intrigued.
the expanse too. There's so many people
Yeah.
who are just like when they get to the middle and they're like, "Oh, I can't see anything," and there's nothing. It can be terrifying. I did find it thrilling when I did my little jet ski trip to Catalina and back. There was a point where you're like, "Oh, I can't see Catalina and I can't see the land," and all of a sudden, everyone that was around me is gone.
Better not run out of
Where
gas.
do I go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oof,
but
that's exciting. It's so
I'm
exciting.
yeah, no, it was thrilling. I was like, I know which direction I'm going. I have a compass, so I'll be fine. But
Except for your thumbs, man, all of it sounded really fun.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, that sounds dope. Yeah.
For our wind down today, I wanted to talk about like our favorite sport, like just something super easy, that kind of thing. What sport do you guys watch the most, and which one would you say would you say you play the most?
Really don't watch sports, man. But probably football the most
Honestly,
watching, and
I'm kind of glad you said
I
that
would play,
because
but
I don't really watch sports either that much. I'll watch baseball if it's on, but and same with football. Like I'll watch like the World Series. I'll watch Super Bowl. I've enjoyed seeing a hockey game. Like that was one thing that was really cool. But like actively like
hockey's
following,
fun.
you know, like the season and like following teams and players. Like I've never really been into that.
Jared, I think you the sport that you do the most is probably skateboarding. I would think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I do like watching X Games and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I just don't keep up with it. But I do keep up more with skateboarding. You're right. Like I do follow a lot of like pro skaters and stuff, and I love seeing that. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, yeah, watching the Olympics was incredible. I like watching the big events. I think,
Yeah.
like you're saying too, Alec, like the World Series or Super Bowl or
I'm a big soccer fan.
Football.
Probably soccer, swim are the ones that I've played the most, and then the ones that I watch is probably soccer, swim, diving, and gymnastics. Probably
Nice.
Oh, wow.
the ones I watch.
Gymnastics and diving are two very, very impressive sports to me. That I could do neither of them. I don't have the form to dive at all. I've got little legs.
No.
And as far as gymnastics goes, that the amount of strength that you have to move around this body is intense. But they're very, very impressive in that regard.
Dude, watching the World Cup is so fun. I did that one time when I was in LA for a little bit, and because all the time differences, we're just all watching this game at a bar at 9 a.m. and I'm like, oh, it's just fine. It's just cool, and cheering it on, and man, they're crazy good games.
Yeah.
I love world events that means that drinking at any time is appropriate.
Right?
It's like, oh, cool. Yeah.
What about you, Slater? What's your favorite?
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of team sports generally.
Hmm.
I do like baseball, but in a self-hating sort of way, because I also don't particularly like baseball. But it's one of those things where when I lived in Massachusetts, I went to Fenway Park like every day because the tickets were like $10 after the first inning. Um, and so, my buddies and myself used to go to Fenway all the time, and I developed a love for it. And Jared, I do remember when we saw the 2018 World Series, and I was rooting for the Sox, and that guy at Barnacles broke the
Oh,
jukebox because
yeah,
I put
yeah,
on
that's right.
Dirty
Yeah,
Water, and I just like
he
put on
got
Dirty Water,
so
and
mad,
he
dude.
threw a tizzy fit, bro. He
Dude,
broke
he
his
unplugged it,
jukebox,
right, or something? Like I think
and
he,
he
yeah,
pulled it out of the wall or something crazy
something
like
like
that.
that.
Like he
Yeah,
just went full, just dumb rage.
Damn.
bro.
But no, I mean, if I watch any sports, it's
Yeah.
dirt bikes, skateboarding.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I
My best
love
bet for you was like motocross or
watching
something like that. Was my bet for you?
a lot of motocross. But honestly, if I'm going to watch a sport, it's one that I can't do because it requires
Hmm.
such an immense amount of capital
Mm,
that I simply don't have. It's catamaran. What's
Mm.
it called? Hydrofoil racing. Um, and these guys are insane, man. They're racing these massive boats, and they have this little thing in the middle. They just kind of fly up out of the water. It's crazy watching.
yeah,
It's a cool experience, and I would do that if
nice.
I could, but I don't have $1 million to buy a catamaran. So, sport that I do the most, skateboarding. That's
Skateboarding, okay. Um, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've actually like played sports. I would say the sport that I enjoy playing the most is honestly baseball, but the sport that I probably have played the most recently is bowling, I guess. I That's like the only thing I've really done recently. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, there's not a whole lot that I've been doing.
baseball is a lot of fun to play. That is
Yeah.
a really fun sport to play. Yeah, so that's it, yeah. Bowling's entertaining as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually played baseball.
It's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't
It's a
know.
lot of running
Dude,
around.
dodgeball is fun though.
Dodgeball is
Dodgeball,
the
I love
best,
bro.
dodgeball.
I love
That is
dodgeball.
good.
Dude. That game's fun.
Or
But I also
handball.
too
Do you remember that like
huh?
playground game, handball, where you boop, boop, boop?
Handball Foursquare.
Mm-hmm.
Four squares
Four
tight.
square.
I liked
Yep.
Foursquare. I would honestly though like any of the sports we've mentioned, I would see any of those live. I feel like seeing anything, going to the actual stadium is so
Yeah.
much fun because
It's
I
an
hate watching
experience.
baseball on TV, but I'll go to a game any day. Yeah.
I like going even to community versions of them. Like I'm a part of
Yeah.
a community team right now, and it's really fun to go like watch the other sports play.
Mm.
Dodgeball's really fun to watch.
We should start a dodgeball league. We should all move to the same neighborhood. Start a dodgeball. Because I kill a dodgeball, man.
Me too, man.
Being a wide target, I could. I'm still pretty good.
All right, thank you guys so much for listening. We post new episodes every Friday on YouTube and Spotify at We're Not From Here Media. You can find our clips on Instagram and TikTok as well at We're Not From Here Media, X at WNFH Media. We stream on Twitch together separately. Alex not from here, Slater's not from here, Jared's not from here, and Jacob's not from here. Be sure to give us 5 stars, like our content, and subscribe on all platforms to be up to date on everything that we post. You have been listening to The Dying Carcasses. Thank you.
And we have a Patreon.
Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting to mention that. Subscribe to the Patreon.
Nice.
Hey, man,
so
that's-
genuine, so real.
That's like how we make money if we make money. Is through that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
We can just throw your subscribe to the Patreon in every ad break, just in like little like snippets.
Subscribe to the Patreon!
That's part of it. All right.